Bada bing, bada boom. Social Inform Media.
This story is brought to us by OregonLive.com. And here's one where the black lawmaker was not ticketed by police. You're going to find this one a little interesting as to some of the circumstances. He was using his phone while driving. Listen to this. A black state lawmaker who was pulled over by Oregon State Police twice in 3 days was told by an officer during the second stop that he couldn't be cited because he's a state representative. He was told by the officer, I can't cite you, you're a state representative. What? You can cite anybody you want. You're a cop. Body cam footage released by the Oregon State Police to the Oregonian and the Oregon Live on Monday shows an officer pulling over Representative Travis Nelson, a Democrat, at about 5:50 p.m., I just said Democrat because that's what it says, the Democrat out of Portland, on February 1st for using his cell phone while driving. Nelson tells the officer that he briefly grabbed his phone to reconnect to a Zoom conference while he was driving. The officer then asked Nelson if he works for the legislature, and he says, yes, I'm a lawmaker. I make the laws, and the laws, since I make them, I can break them. I guess. Now, the officer was quoted as saying that definitely makes a difference because if that's the case, then I'm not allowed to, I think there's a certain law regarding that sort of stuff. Basically says that I think there's a law. I can't. He says, I'll just take a look at your license and that sort of stuff, and then I'll probably get you on your way. Why would you look at his license if you can't cite him? What's the purpose of that? State law, in fact, makes no exceptions for lawmakers to legally use phones while driving. There are numerous exemptions that allow school bus drivers, utility workers, loggers, it's Oregon, and first responders like cops and ambulance to use electronic devices in their vehicles for work purposes, but not legislators. What? You better go vote on that one, buddy. The Oregon Constitution protects state lawmakers from arrest and civil lawsuit during the legislative session, except in case of treason, felony, or breaches of peace. However, the legislative immunity does not apply to traffic tickets. He should have gotten a traffic ticket. Now, the interaction ends when the officer gives Representative Nelson a warning, noting he had one previous ticket for using his cell phone while driving. He already had a ticket for it. I can't give you another one because you're a lawmaker. Who gave him the first one? Of course you can give him a second one and a third one and take his phone and smash it. You can't do that, but you can do that. But you know what I'm saying. Now the stop marked the second time in 3 days that Nelson was pulled over by Oregon State Police on his way back to Portland from the Capitol. He was also stopped near Woodburn on January 30th, which was like 2 days prior, because police said he was driving approximately 11 miles per hour above the speed limit and not staying in his lane. Well, because he was on his phone. And whoa. Nelson acknowledged in an interview with the Oregonian, Oregon Live, that last week the police had reasons to pull him over for both times he was stopped. He said, however, he called the frequency of those incidents a concrete example of how law enforcement officials disproportionately target black motorists. After he was pulled over a second time during his commute last week, he tweeted about the incident. He's basically saying, look, I was stopped twice in 3 days. They target black people. No, they target people on their phone who don't stay in their own lane while they're driving. You moron. They pull that card, don't they? Target black people. Now, I will say that black Americans are disproportionately treated by police. They are. I see it. I'm a cop watcher. I see it all the time. But in this case, he's going, well, I was profiled because I'm black. No, you were using your phone while driving and not staying in your own lane. If you believe the police. I don't know. I'll let you guys figure this one out.